Hello to you all. It's just a very unexpected live. Please forgive how I look. I've just finished doing my voluntary farm work here on the farm. And as I was doing chopping logs, which I adore, as I was doing it, I was really contemplating the times that we're in, and how it's affecting people, or potentially does affect people without their awareness that they are actually being affected. So I just felt to finish up my farm work and hop on just to try and support you all. As always, I only do this to try and support from my heart. So if this isn't for you, if it doesn't resonate, then please just leave it be. The beauty of these times is that there's people all around the world in different countries and cultures that are supporting. And so there's always, as I say, somebody in the world that is perhaps more attuned to each of us, okay? So what I would really love to share of these times and this year, excuse me, is to ensure that you step back as often as you need to, more so than ever this year, is to notice when the mind is in turmoil, when the emotions are running high within you. Just to notice them, not to judge yourself and not to judge any other, but just to notice the mind. It's always the thoughts within the brain. The thoughts that run create the emotions, and the emotions are energy frequencies within your body, lots of different energy frequencies, such as upset, sadness, loneliness, anger, despair, jealousy, ego, they're just different energies that are produced in your body, in your emotional body, based on your mental thoughts. So to ensure for your well-being this year, that you take even more time for yourself to just step away from the world, step away from the illusion, step away from the chaos, whether that is the chaos that you see outside in the main collective world within other countries or your own country, or whether it is a chaos that is arising within your family, or whether it simply is your own chaos. It's not to judge it, but it is to notice it. Because if you don't take that first step of noticing, oh, I feel upset, oh, I don't feel in balance, oh, my emotions are running away with me, oh, I'm really in my ego now, having a dig at, XYZ. If you don't notice it initially, it just keeps running. It's a program. So, the gold, the absolute gold, is to notice self, to notice how those emotions are within you, and step away. I'm going to be going over a few things that I've shared many, many years ago, but I know there's new people here, and it's always a good reminder, I pray. But it's to when you face adversity, when you face a situation that you're not particularly happy about, or something's happened and your emotions kick in because your thoughts have kicked in, you're never going to solve that within you whilst you're running that particular emotion, okay? Because it's running you. You have to give yourself some time to step back, to acknowledge the emotion, acknowledge the thoughts that are running in your brain. Just acknowledge they're there. If you ignore them, they'll just keep running. Nothing will change for yourself in terms of your experience and your sufferings. So to just notice them, almost like an inquisitive nature. Oh my word, look at me, look at what I'm thinking, look at how I feel. Wow, why is this happening? You know, make it more neutral, more inquisitive, and then take a moment, whether it's the next day or the afternoon or 2 days later, when you feel very balanced within you. So let those emotions run, okay? They've come in, it's happened, something's happened. Let those emotions be as they are. But then when you come down from that energy frequency, which you will do, you'll come out of those emotions. Take a moment, an afternoon, another day, to just get yourself a cup of tea, if you like tea, or whatever you like to drink, and just sit with yourself. You have to do this when you feel balanced, when you're not going to beat yourself up, when you're not going to be throwing blame at other people within your mind. Yeah, you have to wait until you feel really calm and balanced within you. Don't you deserve that moment? Wow, everybody does. Everybody does. That moment for self-reflection, self-introspection, and get yourself a little cup of tea, go for a walk, find a tree to sit under, whatever floats your boat. But take time to look at yourself. Why did I feel this way? And it will be a result of the thoughts that went through you. It may be a result of a trigger. You've been triggered by something, a circumstance, a person, world events. But take that time away. Step away. Step away from the chaos, whatever that chaos is. And if a person in these times isn't necessarily looking at the outer world and seeing everything that is coming undone as it's supposed to, if a person isn't looking at that outer world of countries, etc., or, you know, natural events, Mother Nature events, country events, wars, if a person is just not looking at any of that, they will still receive their own chaos. Because we've been in the timeline of tribulation since at least March 2023, and we're still in it. So every single one of us has faced our own intensity one way or another. Don't you deserve to be free of emotions that don't feel good within you? They're just energy frequencies. But if a person doesn't look within themselves and they always blame the outer for how they feel, then that person won't change. And they may not want to change, and that's okay. There's nothing to judge there. It's not about right or wrong. But if you're wanting to find what you are, who you are, the core truth of your being, then you're going to take that time away. and just relax down after the emotions occur. And give yourself the peace and quiet to look at self. Remember, you're not your emotions. As I said many years ago, we have thoughts in our mind. Those thoughts create energy of different frequencies, and that's what we call emotions, and then we start labeling them. That really there's nothing to label. It's just energy. It's just energy at different frequencies. There's nothing even to judge. It's just an energy in your body that doesn't feel good. And different emotions that we call emotions just have different energy frequencies. So some emotions, feel worse than others. So, just to really finish off, which is the purpose of coming on, is we're in the times we're in. That old paradigm is dissolving, as we all know. So do you want to be in the thick of the chaos? Or do you just want to be in peace as the observer of it? It's always a choice what we focus on. And whatever the mind focuses on is us giving our energy to it. So by giving your energy to something, you're saying yes to it. So you create more of it for yourself. That's the world you're creating by giving your focus to it. Excuse me, I've been coughing all day. So notice what you give your energy to and how it makes you feel. Do you feel lifted by it? Or does your energy drop by what you're giving your focus to? But this year, more than any year, I realized before coming on, because I just wanted to support, I realized that I actually say this every year. It's usually about May time. And but it's a bit early this year, I suppose, is to just be aware of the intensity of more and more and more chaos. And then you just get to choose whether to be involved with that chaos or choose to not be. Choose what you focus on. What do you want to create? How do you want to feel? And there's no right or wrong at all about what we give our energy to. These times, I think if you go back to the video I think I did in May or July of 2023, I explained that everybody is going to have a different experience as everything starts to fall apart in terms of the dissolving paradigm. But at the same time, people are rising up into a higher state of consciousness. So it's all happening at the same time. But I explained that people are going to have different experiences of that, and that's the perfection of it. So some people will want to be immersed in the chaos, and that's what they've chosen to experience at soul level. Some people will spin out, some people will feel very, very imbalanced, and they won't know within them that they're actually feeling imbalanced. But at a soul level, the soul has chosen to have that experience within these timelines, and they will come out of it. Some people will choose to leave the planet, and again, that can be so hard for each and every one of us when that happens. But find your peace in knowing that for that person, no matter what their age, young or more mature. It's only that their soul has finished the job. It's completed everything that the soul wished for that being to experience. And it's just time for them to go. And I was shown this years ago. They're actually in celebration at going. It's you know, it's us that are here, that remain on the planet, that are the ones that miss those souls so much. So it's hard in terms of our humanness, but to celebrate that being, to celebrate their soul, that they have completely completed their soul mission, you know, and are off on another great adventure. So just to reiterate again, this year, if you find yourself struggling, or even don't wait to struggle, don't wait, do it now. Do it every day, do it next week, next month, but take an increased time away to be with yourself. Whether that is something uplifting like going for a walk, being in nature, meeting a friend that you get on well with, but just ensure your own well-being by stepping away from the mind. Step away from the thoughts. You know, there's a few videos I've done that help you come out of the brain, out of the thought mode. But even if you're just doing the dishes, you're washing the dishes, instead of thinking of 1,000 things, simply focus on your hands and your fingers washing a cup or a plate. Don't think about the fact that you're washing it or whether you've got all the dirt off. Simply watch. Watch your hands. Give that concentrated focus just to the task, but without the mind. And when you do that, you become the observer of yourself. It's the same if you look out into nature, and instead of looking at the tree and defining the tree, look at the space between you and the tree. You're not looking for anything. You become just the awareness, beingness, without mental activity. And it gives your mind a break. And you just relax down into such balance and stillness of being the observer. Just be. Step back and give yourself the gift of stilling the mind. And in stilling the mind of the chatter, you become the observer, you become the consciousness itself, where you don't even notice that you're a human being. And there is your peace. And in any situation that you find yourself in with other people, no matter where you are, you find yourself too much in the mind and the emotions start to rise within you. Just turn to the breath. There are videos on YouTube 2 videos. I call it the sacred heart breath, I think. But there's 2 videos. They're very old now. I was far less awakened when I did those videos. But they help you access the heart portal, this infinite heart space to all that is. And so when you practice the heart breath, or any breath that you do that works for you, if you're with people and you're finding things are getting heated, or your emotions and thoughts are getting heated, just turn to your breath and breathe a number of times. It takes you back to presence. And you just feel your body relax down and your thoughts relax down. And then you can be from that and speak from that and think from that. I can't recommend enough this year, as things get louder, as people get louder, to ensure your well-being. It's not about right or wrong. It's just about ensuring your well-being, and take more time to step away and give that gift to yourself. Because you're here for your soul. So I hope that helps a little bit, maybe, perhaps, I hope. Step away and become the awareness. It's the greatest thing you can do for yourself and others, because when you become that, you are a higher energy frequency automatically, and that serves you, it serves your path, it serves your expansion, and it affects everyone around you, whether they know it or not. It's the greatest thing you can do. To not step into the ring, step into the chaos, step into arguments, step into debates. I think the debates are the the funniest, really. Sorry, I won't debate at all. It's such a waste of time and energy to debate anything. There's nothing to debate. That's why I find it funny. There's literally nothing to debate and everything to be. It's only the mind that debates. But that it's definitely increased, hasn't it, everywhere? And that's understandable. It's understandable. Okay. Hope some of that helps. Sending you so much love. So much love. And just keep going. You have your own path, your own reason for being here. You have your own tailor-made design, as I always tell you. Yeah? Trust it. Trust your path. Trust your style. Trust your design. Because your consciousness has created it exactly in the right way for your human personality character. And it's yours. It's not someone else's. It's your design. So find your design. Trust it. Be true to it. And just allow all others their design and their journey and their timings and their reason for being here. Just allow all others, but from your peace within you. There is always, always peace within you. You just have to choose it. Okay. God bless. Lots of love to you all. Bye-bye.